What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Lesser Athletes. My name is Chadwell, and today, always, an interesting video for you here on the channel. Who should win the inaugural women's U.S. title? Wow. Oh, wow. Midcard title. Who would have thought? I'm not going to say I called this one, but I'm actually not going to even say I called this one because I said that the the new titles would come out in WrestleMania. Not Survivor Series, would be at WrestleMania. So I'm guessing they haven't announced it. I'm recording this literally right after the SmackDown. I'm guessing they are going to have these competitions and the winner's going to be crowned at Survivor Series is what I'm going to guess. I think that makes the most sense. Really trying to show the prestige of the title, or maybe the final SmackDown before Survivor Series. Whatever it might be. I'm excited. I'm super excited about this one. Because I think that we are at a time that we need these titles. I hope we're going to find out about the IC women's title, hopefully coming out, I would assume maybe shows out Monday. Fingers crossed. Fingers can only be crossed. But I could see a way that they wait on that one. But I really hope it happens because I think both brands should have a women's mid-card title. Now, the Raw side of the women's roster, I think is a little slim. I'm going to be honest. So even though there's a little bit of Raw on here, like Raw Superstars, I tend to think that a lot of the SmackDowns have the better chance of winning these titles. So who will win the women's U.S. title? God, I love it. I love it, and I'm excited. We'll get started. And yes, they said that anybody on each roster could win, but I am kind of factoring that in to say, we'll see. So let's get started with Natalia. Natalia is here. Even though she's on Raw, and even though she's going to boost talent, I think her as a mid-card title that starts it all out would make a lot of sense. You could have her have some good storylines, work well with some young kind of people. But her not really being involved right now and her not really being here makes me doubt it. She's here at 10. We have 10 people here. So it's not like I'm saying I expect it. It's me just throwing it out there. And that's kind of the same thing with Ivy Nile. I think Ivy Nile is worth a shout to say having a mid-card title. She's shown out recently. But I don't think that she is right exactly there. I think there's going to still be a little bit of time before she is right there. And I do believe that Ivy Nile could give you a shout at winning the IC title for women's side. I don't think it's going to happen, and I think it's going to be a little bit away before Ivy Nile is touching a title. But I want to mention her because I think, again, with her being a part of this new American-made kind of group and faction, makes sense for her to maybe hold the U.S. title. And I think this could be a cool way if they want Chad Gable to hold the one U.S. title and then the women's title, another U.S. title, both of them holding it, maybe even some tag team champions and really getting this faction going. I'm just saying it could happen next year, 2026, whatever it might be. I could see it happening if they go to SmackDown. Up next, we have Zelena Vega. Did you just see that? It skipped out and tweaked out for a second. Zelena Vega, even on Raw, is a contender for this. I think from here on out, I generally see people potentially winning these titles. Zelena Vega has been done dirty when it comes to the women's division on Raw. I think she is in a line to get a title, but she's not probably in line to get, the main title going on right now for Raw. So with that being said, you can't tell me that a mid-card title coming out, she couldn't win it. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. If she's not going to right now be able to win the main event title, Zelena Vega has all the mic skills, has all the kind of even in-ring performance. Maybe she's not getting pushed as much to win that title and to win that mid-card title. But again, I'm counting in the Raw roster. I'm counting in the SmackDown roster. I don't think it's going to happen. I could see it for IC, and she's probably going to be higher for IC. But I still, even with IC, I feel like somebody on SmackDown makes a lot more sense, and we'll talk about it. Up next, we have Piper Niven. I think Piper Niven is probably Niven. I always second guess myself. Always. Niven. Always second guess myself. I think she's in line to win. I think she's showing the dominance after that Clash of the Castle match that she had with Bayley. I feel good with her potentially, growing and being someone to win a title, and she's starting to look more dominant. She's starting to show out a little bit more. But does she win this one? I don't think so. I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're going to wait a little bit before that happens, but it's a big question mark in my opinion. Up next, from here on out, I think every single person could do it. Before, I know I just said that before, but I mean, these are actually the contenders. I think there's a big could-be's for the two people I just said before. I think Natalia and Ivy Nile is a shout. I think Zelena Vega and Piper is they really could. These are, they have the best chance to do it. Bayley. If you want to start out a Midcard title being a huge important title, start it out with somebody that should be winning a main event title in the main women's title, and that's Bayley. Bayley should be winning that main women's title. If you want to show this title is a huge title, go ahead and do it. If you want to show that this title could maybe put somebody over with Bayley being the one holding it, go ahead and do it. Do I think it's a big chance with them just having a rematch from at Bad Blood or just losing the title? Not likely. And that's the issue I have right now. I don't think that's a 100% likely situation. So I kind of move away from Bayley, and I think that there's better candidates. There's really, and this is going to now contradict what I just said. I think Natalia and Ivy, a shout. I think Piper and Zelena could do it. I think Bayley, and who I'm going to say next, bigger threats. The top three are, I could see either one of them doing it, and I would be okay with it for certain reasons. And I generally believe those are the three to win it. I don't think there's anybody else that could give a better chance than them. But Bayley, and who I'm about to say next, makes a lot of sense. But Bayley, probably not going to happen. Next is Lyra Valkyria. I think Lyra Valkyria is a young star that is proven, that has shown that she has, and they pushed her. I mean, you have to think she debuted and immediately was almost about to win Queen of the Ring. So she easily could give some, give a title, give a mid-card title, build it up, kind of build herself up to maybe become a main eventer and become a chance at actually winning the women's title. Now, does that happen with the U.S. title? I don't believe so. I think this is a big contender for the IC title, truthfully. If they're not going to give it to maybe an Asuka, an Io Sky, a Dakota Kai, I think I'm just thinking off Damage Control. If they're not going to give it to a Zoe Stark, a Shayna Baszler, a Sonya Deville, Lyra Valkyria is probably right there with them. And I think could win that mid-card title if they announce it here soon. But I don't know if they will, only because I wonder if they just are announcing the one so they can do it at Survivor Series, or they're going to do two, and it's going to be two matches for that title at Survivor Series or the Raw or SmackDown before, or if it's going to go up to Royal Rumble. We'll see. Maybe the Royal Rumble is for the title. We'll see. I'm just going to still throw it out there that this is a big what if, and this is a big question mark, but I don't think so right now. Now let's get into the top three that I 100% see them winning. And wait, I've been doing my math wrong. Oh my God, did I do my math wrong? Wait, I did my math wrong. Oh my God, I did my math wrong. Candace LeRae is also somebody that I see a big chance. And I actually think that it makes the most sense to have her have a mid-card. She has had the most underrated, by far, underrated career right now for WWE. I'm so embarrassed I did my math wrong. Oh my God. Candace LeRae should. Now, with the speed title, I don't think it happens. But if she did not have the speed title, she would also be up there with these top three I'm about to say. But with the speed title, I don't see it. And I think it makes sense for her to go to maybe on Raw to win it. Even though there's a storyline right now with SmackDown, with everything going on, I think it makes sense for her to potentially win it. I don't know. Which now actually, now I'm realizing something that I'll talk about later. But Candace LeRae is up there too. Now the top three. And we're going to start off with Michin. Michin deserves to be the inaugural. Oh my God, inaugural. She deserves to be the one to get this mid-card title first. Michin has put in the work. Michin has shown off that she is such an underrated talent on this roster. And she has shown that she can, there's a mid-card title, be the one to hold it. And I'm getting that vibe that Michin could win this. And I would not be shocked if Michin wins this. But two other people I like a little bit better, and I get a little bit of case. But I believe that if there is an IC title, it should be Michin. I'm just going to be real. If there's an IC title for women's, it should be Michin by far. Because the next two people need to be on SmackDown, and Michin could be on, Raw. She could go to Raw. And I believe that's the best case for her. I think it's to go on Raw and to get the IC title. It makes the most sense. It makes sense of what's going to happen for the future. But let's just get into the next two people. I think Naomi has an amazing chance at winning this. She is somebody that I have actually been loving recently and actually wish a title would be on her. And with her going against Nia Jax this week, I wonder if she's actually going to be involved with this U.S. title at all. And if not, then you got to put her away from this. And I don't think she can even go to a Raw because I think she would rather probably stay on SmackDown and keep growing the storyline with Bayley and all them. But Naomi is the one that I truly believe that, listen, and let's be honest here. Dude, my nose is itching bad. I keep having to do this to it. That's horrible. She signed on to WWE. Could it be for she just didn't want to be part of TNA, want to be a part of WWE again? Don't know. Could it be she wanted to, I don't know, get a title run? Start being a really strong part of the women's division? I don't know. I believe this is maybe a big reason why she signed. She's going to be the mid-card title holder. And I think starting off with her would not be a horrible idea at all. She has the past of being a WWE legend. She has great skills. She has great mic skills. She's so over. You could work out stuff well with her. It makes a lot of sense. But there's still one more that makes ton more sense. And I think everyone knows, and that is Chelsea Green. It should be Chelsea. I think we all think it should be Chelsea. She's so over as a heel. She's so over with the community. People know that she's in line to potentially win a title. The pop would be crazy for her to win a title. And this is the mid-card title she does deserve. She's one of the ones that honestly a lot of people wanted a mid-card title because of how over Chelsea was and how people wanted her to win a title. This should be the title. It being in Canada, which she is a Canadian native, makes a lot of sense if they would do it at Survivor Series. The one thing I just realized, though, is that I think for War Games, it's going to be Nia, Tiffany, Candace, and then two others. I thought it would be Chelsea and Piper, but if they do the U.S. title at War Games, Survivor Series, would Chelsea be in both, or would Chelsea not be in Survivor Series? Which now makes me wonder, does that happen? And I don't know if it does. So I think she would rather probably be out of Survivor Series because I think they need to at least put her in the match for the U.S. title. But if this is in Canada, if they say it's on the SmackDown Before, which I don't even know if it's SmackDown Before, if it's in Canada, I'm going to assume so. I'm actually going to look it up quickly while I'm right here. If it's in Canada, then it should be her. I mean, she's had the work. She's gotten people over a ton of time. It should be her. It should be her. It's my Wi-Fi wasn't on. I was like, what? I just believe that there's no way they don't. I can't even see it. It won't even show me where it is. Wait. SmackDown. November 29th. SmackDown November 29th will be at Utah. See, so I don't think they do it there. I don't know. This is the hardest decision for me. I think it's going to be Chelsea Green. That's my prediction. But I think Naomi has a great shot and could give a better shot than Chelsea Green. But I think Chelsea Green, it should be Chelsea Green. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you for joining my Yap session. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.